What is going on, guys? We are back with a new episode of Scrap Mechanic. This time we're building a motorbike. Now I've been playing around with this game quite a bit, just messing around, nothing too serious, and I've already learned quite a lot. First things first, we're going to need to place down the lift as always, get our seat into place, and then the engine on. Now we don't want the bike too high up, so I built a few blocks just above the bike to put the front wheel on. To make it turn, I put a bearing on the underneath and then got rid of some of the blocks behind it just so that when it does turn it won't be hitting anything. Next, putting the suspensions on either side to give it, more of a bike kind of look, and also makes it look a bit more symmetrical, and it also balances better. Because the seat is a 4 block wide, there isn't a middle block to get the bike to look like we would want it. So to counter this, we're using the big wheels, which take up 2 rows, which also means that we won't need 2 bearings. And now the front was done, it was time to move on to the back. Now I wanted this to look more like a chopper bike, so I decided on making the back higher than the front. We didn't need turning on the back, so there's no need to add any bearings, which made it pretty easy. Once I had the size I wanted, I removed a few of the blocks so the wheel could fit in just behind the back of the seat. I think this gives it a bit of a better look in my opinion, and also makes the design a little bit smaller. Again, adding the suspension to continue with the bike look, and a bearing for the wheel. And the design stage was complete, and it was time just to wire everything up. For the bike, the wiring is super easy and super simple. The engine goes to the seat, and both bearings that are connected to the wheels, and then the seat is connected to the front bearing that stays, and that was pretty much it. The bike was ready for its first test run. I put the engine on full because it's always fun to go as fast as you can, and right away, because of how the design is, we pulled a wheelie and flipped over. So I put the power of the engine down a little bit and gave it another go. This ran a lot smoother, and again we started to pull a wheelie. Now I thought this looked pretty cool, but then it flipped, and I felt like I had to put the power of the engine down just a little bit more, and then it should be able to work. I moved the power down by 1 line, and I felt like this would be a good balance, 3rd time's the charm and all that jazz. I jumped in, began to drive, and it worked beautifully. The turning worked just like I thought it would. However, if I did turn a bit too much, then it did seem to kind of fall on its side. But that's a minor setback. I mean, does this guy look bothered? Look how happy this guy looks driving his new bike. The bike was done and completed. Time for a bit of fun. Time to add a boost to give it that little bit of an edge. Adding some blocks on the back to position the jet engine in the middle. Slapping it on and then adding a switch to the front so I could use it whenever. It would be like our own, kind of nitrous. Again, connecting it all was pretty simple. Connecting the switch to the chair so that we can use it whilst driving, and then connecting the switch to the jet engine. And then it was time to give this baby another test. I jumped in and drove it for a little bit before powering the jet engine, and it worked like a charm. I thought it would have made it do another wheelie and flip like it did when we had the engine on full. It did make it do a bit of a wheelie, but it was more of a controlled one that looked pretty goddamn good until I hit the invisible wall. Once I'd seen this, I wanted to see how long I could actually hold that wheelie for, so I turned around and gave it a bash. Now I thought this bike was pretty goddamn good, but I don't know about you. If you have enjoyed the video though, guys, please do leave a like, maybe comment on what you do want to see in future Let's Builds. But for now, it is peace out and bye!